I come outside one morning to feed the cats. I notice there's a big mess. The cat food's everywhere. The cat bowls are all upset. There's cat fur all over the place. Not a little bit of cat fur, but a lot. Fluffy Cat and Little Cat looked very confused. They're both thinking, who would create such a mess? I've got a security camera down by the cat food. Maybe it's captured what's caused this giant mess. Let's take a look. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. It's always 3 a.m. when these things hit. A black, beautiful tomcat decides to have a free meal at Little Cat and Fluffy Cat's food bowls. We've seen this black tomcat a number of times around our house, but only at night. We've rarely ever seen it during the day. But at night time it will come here, have a feed, and it's always very wary. It will pause at times, lift its head up to listen to the environment around it, and then continue on feeding. It's the middle of winter, so any free meal is going to be a bonus. The black tom moves from one bowl to another, and it continues to feed very cautiously. Maybe you can notice on this black tomcat there's some scars from previous wars, and this cat's about to have a very nasty surprise with another tomcat that lives around our house. In fact, this free feeding session is about to go south very fast. And then another tomcat appears. This cat's a tabby, and we know this tomcat because it's the father of Little Cat's kittens. In fact, his family is just one wall away from what's about to happen. But by the food bowls, it's getting very tense. And maybe from here on, I'll let the cats do a lot of the talking. And if you understand anything the tomcats are saying to each other here, I'd love you to put it down in the comments of this video. Let me rewind and we'll take a look at that in slow motion 2 times over. Here's the Tabby Tom Cat's family inside, how they reacted to the brawl. The Tabby Tom Cat did come back to survey the damage, maybe have some nibble on some food, and Fluffy Cat appeared later on to also see what the hell was going on. The time when this brawl happened, the kittens were just over a month old. It's a point in their life where they start to get a tiny bit more independence. The queen cat is always watching what they're doing, always around, making sure they don't get into any trouble. And if they do play up a bit, there's some fairly strict discipline that little cat will dispense to the naughty kitten. Now, little cat in this scenario is a stray cat. There's a lot that we learn about little cat once she had a litter of kittens in our house. So that's right. We had a stray cat decide to have a litter of kittens in our house. The father is that Tabby Tom that we saw in the fight, and we know it's the father because we saw the time when little cat and the dad were having fun. And from that point, it was basically a 2-month countdown until the kittens were born. It was really, really nice to happen. It was a remarkable thing to witness, especially that first month of total care the queen cat gives to her kittens. Watching the kittens develop, learning so much from their mum, was a great lesson to me about the dangers of taking a kitten away from its mum too early. And maybe you're wondering, well, Leo, how come all of a sudden you've got cats all around your house? Well, there was an explosion of cats in the neighbourhood for things that happened around the world without saying certain words during 2020 and 2021. It leached into 2022, and it sort of keeps on going, if you know what I mean. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I can't say certain words in this site. But one of the things that were going on was a lot of people were getting comfort pets, kittens, puppies, and then sadly, when something is not a kitten or a puppy and it's grown up, so often it gets neglected. So, for all we know, little cat may have easily been the product of this chemistry that was going on. And what's really sad about little cat was, when the kittens were about 6 months old, she passed away. She was hit by a car outside our house. Little cat wasn't very old, because when she first appeared at our place, she was just in that final stage of being a kitten. We believe she was maybe 2 years old when she died. And just remember, the whole little cat saga really connects to stray cats. It's been a big issue in the last couple of years. With the tomcat activity around our house, I put a second camera out by the food, and it was only a few more nights on. Well, lightning strikes twice. And we'll take a deep dive into that brawl in another video. So, anyway, rest in peace, little cat. She was a tornado wrapped in fur. Very dynamic cat.